The world of themed entertainment certainly has been impacted in 2020. Seriously reduced travel, worldwide venue closures, our favorite conventions canceled, and massive layoffs. Tens of thousands of us are impacted, including yours truly. Today, I'm going to give you 4 ways not just to weather the storm, but how to prepare for your next role in the industry. Welcome back to the studio and my series on The Basics. I'm Theron Skees, Senior Creative Executive with Walt Disney Imagineering and the founder of the Designers Creative Studio. That's where I use my 30 years of experience in the themed entertainment industry to help you in your career journey. This week I'm talking about getting started. Even those of us who've been in this business for many years find ourselves starting something new. And there are many students I've met and coached who are graduating into an industry that is very different than it was last year. Now today, the last tip I have focuses on getting your foot in the door and how to land that job. So stick around, you don't want to miss it. You know, probably the most common word I've heard in the last 10 months has got to be change. That represents almost everything in our lives, right? Well, my first point is navigating change. It's never easy. First, we must survive. We have to find some work. Our first responsibility is to pay our bills. And it's great to stay within the industry or a tangent industry. So many components and businesses related to themed experiences are available. So I'm sure that you've already done this. You know, there's a huge benefit for staying in the industry and finding any work that you can in the industry. It expands your skills and it makes you more valuable to the marketplace. You know, resets are not always bad. They cause us to examine our path in detail and make any adjustments if needed. And I've talked to a lot of people who use this time to make adjustments to their own career path. Some altered their paths a little, some a lot. Some started new businesses, and some people went back to school. How can you use this time to do the same? Let's talk about sharpening your skills. Learning new things, whether it's through books, online courses, attending webinars, there's so many different ways to do that. Some people I know went back to the initial skill that got them hired into the industry in the first place. Painting, drawing, sculpting. Taking the opportunity to get and stay inspired is an effort that will always benefit you, especially if you're a creative person. The second tip I have for you today is never stop learning. One of the top qualities you see in the most successful people is teachability. The best remedy to combat plateauing in your life is curiosity, playfulness, and teachability. Take this time to learn everything you've always wanted to. Many resources are free or low cost that you can take advantage of. Also, learn from new sources. A record number of professionals in this industry are now sharing their knowledge on multiple platforms. Whether it's podcasts or interviews, blogs, online courses, absorb all you can and stretch yourself in new areas. Increasing your general knowledge of this industry will give you an advantage over those who only studied one subject matter. Also, learning to speak the language of the many different disciplines that you'll be working with will be incredibly helpful. Do you need to learn more about lighting or graphic design? How about landscaping or ride design? Are you a creative? Maybe you should learn more about your technical colleagues. The same goes for the technical experts. Learning more about the creatives will make you a better team player. You don't have to become an expert, just gain a better understanding. I always think that we should learn what we like. Finding new ways to apply your knowledge is also incredibly helpful. The cycle of growth is this: learn, adapt, and implement. If you miss any of those steps, you don't lock in that skill. If you don't work on a team, you could create projects on your own to test your skills, or maybe join an online community that explores collaborative projects that are created just for the purpose of learning. Next, you should follow your passion. This goes for everything in life, but especially your career. What's your passion? Well, find what drives you. I always recommend that whatever wakes you up before your alarm clock is what you should pursue with all your effort. Whatever gives you the most meaning when you do it is the thing you should do for the rest of your life. Doing something that gives you meaning in your life is way more important than pursuing something that could make you rich. Ask yourself, what would you do if dollars didn't matter? If all your bills were paid, what would you do that really excited you? For me, it was creating and building dimensional stories that emotionally connected with millions of people all over the world. Now, I didn't start off doing that, but I worked really hard to finally join the team that did. When you pursue something with a purpose, educate yourself on every aspect of it, and build a network of professionals who are in that line of work, and you never stop learning, even when you finally get your dream job. You'll be the very best at that thing, and the money will come. As I promised, here's my tip about getting your foot in the door. It can be the hardest part, but it's not impossible. First, start anywhere. The industry is global, so there are many international opportunities that may present themselves. Don't be afraid to start in an area that's not exactly where you want to go. Getting into the business is the most important first step. Once you're hired, you can grow your influence, learn all you can, and change roles when possible. You have to have a subject matter expertise. This is often a misconception. You can't just get hired because you have great ideas. You need to have a skill, or even multiple skills, that are applicable in themed entertainment. This is how you get hired. If you have broad skills, I think that's all the better, because you can search for many different roles. Once you're hired, you can potentially move around and take on different positions. This is how I entered Imagineering. I started as a field art director in artificial rockwork and facades, and I pursued my bosses, showing them I could illustrate and production design. In a year, I moved into the park art director role, and I've been growing ever since. Expand your network, meet as many new people as possible. Even if you're not working now, search for relevant professionals in the industry and connect with them. Don't be shy about asking for advice, guidance, or inspiration. You know, many pros want to help the next generation. Also, apply everywhere. The opportunities may be slim right now, but there are still opportunities. Write emails, connect your network, reach out to organizations, look in unconventional places, adopt a whatever it takes attitude. The good news is that most teams that are looking to hire will be looking for that attitude on their projects. Have tenacity, be on purpose every day, and don't ever give up. The industry will not be in this place forever. In fact, there are good signs of recovery in many different places worldwide. The attitude you have now, the amount of purpose and desire that you show, will only help you in the industry tomorrow. All of those skills will definitely be required in the dynamic, high-pressure world of themed entertainment. Lastly, don't forget to pay it forward. Helping others is a critical way to make sure you demonstrate your gratitude for those who helped you. Remember that this industry really is a small world after all. The way you treat people defines your personal brand. Your character and integrity will either open doors or close them. I really wish you all the best in your career journey. And it's a journey, so make sure you enjoy it. If you want access to even more content on how to master themed entertainment, go to my website and subscribe. The link is in the description box below. There you'll find my blog, The Create Escape, and a weekly newsletter, as well as courses and individual coaching sessions where we can connect one-on-one for guidance that's tailored just for you. Thanks so much for watching my video. I hope you were inspired and learned something new. Hey, share this video with your friends if you think they could benefit. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, turn on the post notification bell so you know whenever I post new videos. Please feel free to leave me positive comments below, including ideas for videos that you'd like to see. See you next time in the studio.